This week in NBA 2K17, we have a competitive weekend in my park.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Kia.
Hello, everybody.
We're coming at you from the peak, Chesapeake Energy. And with tip-off coming up,
Well, guys,
when it rains, it pours, GA. Thank you. And as you hit the midway point of the season, Steve, do you think teams know where they stand at this point, or is there still room for teams to shake things up and make a move?
You know, sometimes, Kevin, I feel bad for the teams when you're just out of it at the midway point. Then there's some teams you know they're looking to make a big trade that can boost them and catapult them 2 or 3 seeds higher. So it's depending on where your team is. I just don't want to be on that team where by February you're out of the playoffs.
That's a death march, isn't it? All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, it's the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. Durant is out there with Green, and it's Pachulia in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. On its way from Oladipo for 2. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Oladipo's got his first 2 points. Here's Thompson, and Thompson slams it home.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
GA, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
The defense has to feel real embarrassed right now. They totally got schooled on that highlight reel play.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Here is Durant, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Durant dishes to Green. Buries the long-range jumper. Green's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Love to see Draymond getting his feet set and firing from the outside.
And Robertson has it in the corner. No good on the 3. Westbrook against Curry. Here's Durant, and then Durant gets the jam.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Westbrook's got his second basket of the night. The Warriors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Outside, Green. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's been an ascension to stardom for Draymond Green the last few seasons. Gone from role player to starter to superstar, all-star in a very short time span.
You just scratch your head how Green was taken in the second round of the draft. So many different teams passed up on a guy who played extremely well at the college level. He has the skills and mentality to be a force in this league for a long time. Many argue he's already a top 10 player in the game. And his defense, that might be the #1 thing he does that separates him.
Now here's Curry, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. That gives them the lead.
I love this game plan. Attack, attack, attack. That's why they're already 4 for 4.
For the 3, the shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight, 3 for 4. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. And Thompson kicks to Durant. It's stolen by Oladipo. Durant with the steal. And now Curry running the floor all by himself.
And the wingspan for Durant, so disruptive. Such a great scorer. I think people overlook the strides he's made at the defensive end.
Charity stripe shot. Another miss by Westbrook.
To me, that's just a loss of focus. He was wide open from one of his favorite spots.
Pachulia against Adams. Outside, Green. Golden State moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen. And Adams kicks to Roberson. Back to Adams. Goes up to the stripe. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
I know he's talented, but when you're completely surrounded inside, you have to try and kick it out to someone who's open.
The offensive rebound outside for Durant. And Adams sends it back. Oladipo right side. The alley-oop layup, very well done.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. It's Durant on the wing. Thompson in the corner. Sinks the triple. Thompson's got 5 now.
That's Thompson's game. His shooting form is flawless.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
No good from McCaw.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
On that play, you gotta trust your teammates. Instead of forcing that one, just pass it.
Now, here's Cantor. 17 points for him last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Count it. And that's now 6 points for Draymond Green.
And the pull-up J from Green, just looking so good nowadays. A very lethal shot.
Cantor to the wing right side. Back to Grant. Passes to Abrinas. 44 seconds left in the first. Goes up again. And it's finished off by Payne as he lays it in. Payne's got his second bucket of the night.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
They are showing a lot of grit and grind, doing a nice job, both teams going back and forth at each other. Okay, that lay-in, he's tricky, but the defense was just too tight on him.
Here's Livingston. Offensive rebound. Second chance shot. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. The Warriors have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. That one is off. Good on the second free throw. And here's Payne. 5 points in the game. Here's Cantor. Off the iron that time.
The defender took away the airspace, crowded him. That changed the shot.
And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams.
So, like, the youngest over there has to do everything, like.
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, I'd say it might have toughened him up a little bit, that's for sure. Wow, 18? That is mind-boggling.
And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Everyone on the court just has an eye for what the offense is going to do next, and that's beautiful to watch.
The Stash brothers, Cantor and Adams inside. Then it's Payne. Then there's Grant. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And it's Durant missing. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against Charlotte.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
That's what you hope to see every game. When it all comes together like that, it's really fun to watch.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way. And one thing I don't think Kevin Durant gets enough credit for is his mental toughness. He is rarely shaken or thrown off his game if things aren't going his way, and always remains focused on winning and doesn't let too much throw him off course.
And the Thunder making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. Golden State also making some changes. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Durant, and Curry subbed in for Sean Livingston. Now, here's Grant, looking for his first basket still in this one. And with Durant and his ability to stay focused on the court, Greg, you were just talking about this. A big example of that was last year when all the free agency speculation was floating around.
Yeah, and that can wear on a player when all the media is talking about your future. Durant has done a great job of blocking out the media the last few seasons and just focusing on winning. I mean, his focus on the court is a big part of why he is so consistent game to game.
Oladipo, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Warriors also making a change. Pachulia is checked in. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Misses the three. The Thunder with the lead. Westbrook passes to Cantor. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Sinks the three-pointer. Oladipo's got 5 now.
He might not be the first option to take that three, but when he's that open, he can knock it down once in a while.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we know our old friend Steve Kerr was new to coaching when he took the reins of the Warriors, but he'd mentored under the greats. He said that Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich both had an almost scary amount of presence. As for Steve, he said, "I'm very laid back. I believe in the calm presence of the coach more so than the ranting and raving and screaming and yelling." I guess that's what he says to the referees anyway, guys.
Cool under pressure, but D.A., he's as competitive as they come. Thank you. Thompson inside the line. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. And 12 points for Klay Thompson.
Klay Thompson is scoring at an efficient clip. This is the guy that once scored 37 points in a quarter. He can get hot real quick.
And he can't bank that one in. The Warriors trail. Here's Curry, and the jam by Steph Curry.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
He also is one of the most skilled finishers in the league. Yet another spectacular play.
And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds. Steve, we see so many former players taking over as first-time head coaches. I know you enjoy coaching your son's team. Any thought about coaching in college or pro basketball someday?
What I would love to coach at Michigan State University, my alma mater. But also, there's this other school, Kevin, I'm going to bring you on as my assistant coach. Me and you at Pepperdine in Malibu. That'll be fantastic.
How beautiful is that campus?
So those are my two places I want to coach.
We now know your priorities.
Yeah.
We now have your priorities very much in tune. Roberson, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Draymond Green, he's checked in for the Warriors. Here's Westbrook. Warriors with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Oakland.
And the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
They wreaked havoc on the defensive end and really held the pace of the game in their favor for the entire game.
Westbrook with the steal. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. Knocked away. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo. Walking with legends here, guys. Look at some outstanding seasons, decades apart, averaging a triple-double in each game over the course of an entire NBA season. Oscar Robertson's 1961-62 season was something to marvel at. And now, in our current era, a special player making his own mark on the NBA. With the tremendous play he's been showing us all season long.
And that's still one of the most hallowed achievements in NBA history. I mean, we're talking about the Big O averaging a triple-double over the course of an entire season. I mean, to think we have another player with a shot to do that. It really speaks to the one-of-a-kind season he's having. This is the stuff of legends.
Sean Livingston's court vision is amazing. Being able to hit the open guy right on stride.
Offensive rebound. Robertson dishes to Cantor. Oladipo outside. To the right side. Robertson up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. 9 points for Victor Oladipo.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? And it's Green. Listen, the Thunder leading by 4. Here's Payne. Feeds it to Robertson. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
And you can see it. He knew he made a mistake the second the ball left his hands.
Arenas is checked in for Oladipo. The Warriors also with a sub. McGee's checked in. Outside Durant, and the wide-open shot from Green. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And after hitting only 1 3 in the first quarter, he has none here in the second.
Here's McCall. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Hope they get it back. And McGee kicks to Livingston. Kept alive. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Thunder lead by 4.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He had 12 points, 3 assists, and 2 steals. The first 2 quarters went very well for him. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave him a big lift. Those guys came into the game.
And that about wraps it up as the...
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
He was just like a jitterbug out there. I mean, disrupting passes, getting his hands on a lot of balls, forcing turnovers and steals. Just a solid job all the way around.
Like to watch him play like that. Makes the game so much more interesting.
I love to watch active defenders like him who never make anything easy for the opposition. He embodies great D.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. The incredible shooting pair of Curry and Thompson in the backcourt. Pachulia is out there with Draymond Green. And it's Durant in at the 3 slot.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Hey, let's see if this turns into a long-range shootout.
And the Thunder from 2011 to 2014 made the Western Conference Finals twice, as well as the NBA Finals, while still one of the youngest teams in the league. They had, Greg, all the makings of a dynasty.
You felt like they were destined to win a championship and maybe multiple ones. Now you're not so sure. It's a tough business, and being very good often isn't good enough.
Bangs home the trifecta.
He's been on target all night, and that's helped the whole team.
Warriors trail by 5. There's the feed to Pachulia. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Steve is a fan of the game and a former player. When you look at the players in the game today, who do you think would be the most fun to play with, enjoyable to play with?
I think Stephen Curry. He's one of those guys where obviously he plays the game the right way, but then sometimes he goes on his own. And I was just being odd to get a chance to watch some of these plays he's making 25, 30 feet away from the basket.
How about a superstar like LeBron? Would he be a fun guy, or would you stand around sometimes and just watch him work? Or?
It was. I mean, I think Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant would be fun to watch. I love the technique he uses, leveraging his position down low, then just using sheer size to snatch the rebound.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And that will be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Green. Here's Curry. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
And you remember there were questions about KD's athleticism going into the 2007 draft. None now. He can throw it down with the best of them.
Westbrook with the bucket.
He is very frustrating to guard because he makes plays that will drive you crazy.
Thompson passes to Pachulia. This one for three. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. The Thunder leading by 5. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Shot clock at 5. Adams wide open. And the three off target.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
He was wide open. Reason why? Stephen Curry is a fantastic player who quickly got it over to his teammate.
Westbrook drives in. That one goes. Count it. Westbrook's got the lead up to 5 now for the Thunder. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. A clear look for Curry. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Curry's got 11.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
You know what? He doesn't get worn down coming off a big game. It just builds him up even more.
Every year, they'll always put out an NBA survey of who is the toughest to guard. No surprise that Russell Westbrook is almost always at the top of the list in those surveys. He just, Greg, strikes fear in opposing defenders.
And Kevin, it's a result of several factors in terms of why he tops that list. He has the game and the body to punish you for all 4 quarters, and he never lets up in his intensity. And also a knack for putting players who are caught sleeping on posters. It is both physically and mentally draining guarding a guy like Westbrook.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Cantor checked in for Roberson, for Victor Oladipo, and it's Payne in for Russell Westbrook. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Andre Iguodala has continued to display his versatility throughout his career. He was a former All-Star and, of course, the Finals MVP in 2015 and the leader of the Warriors' elite bench unit. He said, "I really try to lead by example. When the first unit's playing well, we try to maintain. When they aren't connecting quite like they should be, it's our job to come in and fix that." Kevin, he's always been one of the team leaders in plus-minus.
A coach on the floor, D.A. Thanks. To stop the run. And it's off the back rim. No good.
How anyone could give him that much room from his spot is crazy. But the defender got away with it.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
The Thunder shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And that one misses. And among all the tangible things that make the Warriors great, the big intangible we keep coming back to, Steve, is chemistry.
Yes, they have great players, but this is a team that loves each other, loves playing the game. They're unselfish. They're willing to sacrifice. They play hard, and you just can't create that. Chemistry is something that you have to develop.
Let's now pause to take a look at the scoring breakdown between the front and back court of tonight's contests for Oklahoma City.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
Got a piece of it. Iguodala dishes to Livingston, and that one is hammered home.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
To the paint. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Durant's running, and Grant sends it back. And the Thunder pushing it up now. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala. Let's pause for a moment to show you the teams that have been the best on the glass over the course of the month. In third, the Warriors.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
51 seconds left in the third. Now here's Payne. He's covered by Livingston. Payne's shot is good.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
But what he does is uses his body extremely well to shield off the defenders from the basketball.
Drills the three-pointer.
Sean Livingston doesn't take a lot of threes, but he takes those smart ones and he knocked it down.
Now Payne. He has 7. Here's Adams. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
And free throw shooting, not necessarily one of his strong suits, only about 70% on the season. They'll probably let the clock wind down here.
I think you're right, but so often we see teams who aren't thinking about it.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. 12 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Green inside the three-point line. Sabonis grabs the board. Up the floor. And Adams with the slam.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor.
Moments make players into stars. Moments make teams legendary. This is my moment. This is my team.
Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Oklahoma City trailing. Sabonis is out there with Roberson. And then there's Steven Adams. Then there's Russell Westbrook. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. They now take the lead. Roberson's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Thunder. Livingston kicks to Thompson. Back to Livingston. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Westbrook. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Westbrook's got 9 points now in just the second half. Kicks to Pachulia. He feeds it to Green. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Westbrook kicks to Roberson. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 5th assist in this one. Livingston passes to Thompson. Pachulia dishes to Clark. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
Draymond's so good at just putting his head down and charging his way inside. The defense wanting no part of his big body there.
Here's Westbrook, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Golden State.
And Kevin, what's remarkable to me about Westbrook is that as much as he is used in the offensive game plan, I mean, this is a guy that is the focal point in terms of how they're going to play. That's a tremendous amount of pressure on a player, no matter how talented he is.
And thinking again about Westbrook and his high usage rate, it's incredible, Greg, because he still plays entirely efficient.
It's crazy. I mean, normally the more shots you take, the more your efficiency drops. But Westbrook seems to be free of that. It's a big reason why this team lets Westbrook do so much for them on the offensive end. And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. And he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Pachulia with the steal. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. And Green slams it in.
And this game has Green stamped all over it. Just a dominant performance.
Pass to Sabonis. Westbrook up top, guarded by Curry. Curry against Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You know what? It's a big momentum builder for sure. That could be a game-changing moment there.
Has he risen to the challenge down the stretch, or what? 3 of 4 here in the fourth. And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? And here's Green outside. No good that time. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Mavericks. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Adams with the screen on Curry. And it's Westbrook again missing. And Curry the bucket on the assist by Durant. Durant's got 3 assists in the game. Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder winning their last game against New Orleans. Outside Westbrook. And it's Westbrook again missing. The Warriors have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Here's Thompson, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Got to feel confident whenever Thompson has the ball in his hands in these situations.
Westbrook against Curry. And the shot no good, a bit short. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run. And Adams sends it back. And Roberson pitch to Oladipo. They get it back. Sabonis. No good from outside.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pachulia the pass to Green. He gets it in there. Green's got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors.
Green lives for these kind of moments, always ready when his name is called.
Here's Westbrook. The putback. Warriors with the rebound. Durant's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Thompson from long range. And it's Thompson again missing. Oklahoma City's run a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. Oladipo, the pass to Sabonis. Drops in the layup for 2.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Protecting the rim has to be their number 1 priority here in crunch time. They need to recognize that immediately.
Curry dishes to Pachulia. The drive by Green. Sabonis. From outside, off the mark. Well, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder winning their last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
He had it rolling and then lost it for some reason. Let's see if he can get it back while it still matters.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Sabonis connects from downtown.
Much a shot as I have ever seen.
The difference is he wanted it. There was no way he was letting anybody else take that shot.
Curry kicks to Green, fires the 3. Green missing again.
When your man hits a 3 in your face, your natural instinct is to try to get back at him. Just couldn't connect.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're up by 1. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Durant. Thompson in the corner. All alone. Yes!
With the game on the line, who better to turn to than Thompson for a big shot? A clutch performer who lives for the big moment.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They trail by 1. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Terrific team chemistry on display. Everyone communicated well, and as a result, they got a great look out of it.
Here's Curry. He kicks it to Pachulia. Back to Curry. Three-pointer. Bullseye!
Clutch shots, Stephen Curry. His teammates, they trust him in those situations.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're down by 2. 1 second left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And with under 2 seconds remaining, they need something quick. Don't have time for an extra pass here, but they want to try for a 3 off the inbound play.
So it's a narrow victory for
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. Now it's time for Draymond Green. That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed.